The Kingdom of Creativity, this is chapter 2. You see this black part of the closet that I could hide it, of course, so I can have only white, nice background, but I decided to keep it there. Because I believe that part of true and natural creativity is also related to some, changes in the way we believe order should be. Because to become creative, you need to create cracks in your self-criticism. You need to lessen the dominance of your left brain that tells you how to do stuff. Because being creative is about going beyond this. It's about going to places that we cannot plan. Going to places where we invent and create from nothing. So when I saw this and I felt my spontaneous urge to hide it like this, I can do it like this, no problem. I decided, no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it just as a symbol that being creative means challenging the order. So, this was just brief introduction, like the introductions I like to do that are totally spontaneous and I believe important for creativity. Let's get into chapter 2. Chapter 2 is, the title is Your Kingdom, Your Right for Kingdom, and even your duty to have a kingdom. Normally, we don't have many kingdoms nowadays because society changed. And we at least believe that we don't need these monarchies and these systems where someone has all the authorities and all people have to obey. This was just another disturbing noise that I didn't think about before, but I will continue because this is an important part of being creative. You work with what you have. Of course, that usually when I make a video, I silence this, but I forgot. So I can stop the video and make a do not disturb in my cellular phone, but I will continue. I believe this is a part of the right atmosphere. And even if my dog begins barking sometimes when I make recordings, I continue. So, your kingdom, your right for a kingdom, and even your duty for a kingdom. I believe that only when you feel like a king or a queen of your creativity, and kings and queens, at least in our mind, they can do whatever they want, and they are protected by their kingdom and the people, the guards, and all the system, and all the respect and the honor that kings and queens get. Now, when you want to explore, to express, to find, to investigate your creativity, you may consider allowing yourself to feel like a king or a queen, as you wish. Like you have a crown. And this crown enables you to do whatever you want in the territory of your creation. And it is so important for you to feel that you have the right to do whatever you want. I repeat, whatever you want in your painting, in the story you write, whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, this should be the state of mind. Now, if you are already, I mean, people who make art as their livings or are very experienced in being artists, being creative, usually will not watch such series. Usually my stuff is directed to people who feel that they are not creative enough, that they are blocked, that they're not gifted, they're not talented, but still there is something inside them that attracts them. They say, yes, I want to taste, I want to have the opportunity, I want to experience my creativity, even if they don't know what it is. I mean, it's hilarious that all the possible disturbances come today to this video. But I continue. Because now my decision is that I am the king here of this video. And I do whatever I want. Now I hope you're not offended by this and you don't feel that, oh my God, he's making videos with all the noises and the notifications and the phone calls and continues, and then he presents this in his course. Well, maybe you feel this way, and maybe later you will understand that this is a kind of a model, an inspiration. Because right now, when I'm recording this 10 minutes video, I am the king here. And I want you also to be your king. And allow yourself as a king to make mistakes, to draw ugly pictures, to change the course of the story that you write to a totally bizarre direction, even if you feel that, well, my readers will not understand. Yes, do it. Because what you're interested in here is in your creativity, first and foremost. So many people do not find their creativity just because they are trapped in this social message that you have to create something interesting, something that people will like, something that people will identify with, something that people will buy, will applaud you. They're saying, you're good, you're good. And I'm saying, if you are dependent on this, you are not the king of your creativity. You are not the queen of this space. This sacred space that every individual desperately needs for having a basic, I'm not saying something more than this, basic quality of mental health, mental life. You cannot be really happy if you don't express your creativity. You cannot cope with your anxieties if you don't have creative tools. You are stuck with your relationships if you don't have creativity that gives you the flexibility to change, to renew, to contain. You have to have your creativity. Now, if you want your creativity, I'm not saying that you have to be an artist that her painting are shown in the gallery. No, I'm saying finding your creativity. And it begins with realizing that when you come to your creation, you're a king. And everything, every mean is that is needed for you to feel that you are a king is important. So if you need a time and space when people will not interrupt you, you make sure you have it, because you need to be a king. You make sure that you will be protected from other people's remarks and criticism and your own remarks and criticism, because you need to free your creativity from any disturbances, any obstacles that block its flow. So think about it. How about this? When you are going to practice, to find, to search, to explore your creativity, my offer to you is to decide that over there, you are the king of the space. You are the queen of the scene. And when you are this way, you are allowed to do everything. And this is a basic condition to be creative. So when I am having this paper, when I start writing, I can do everything. When I'm writing, I can go nuts. I can be bizarre. I can be boring. I can be funny. I can be strange. I can be everything. If I pass this condition, I can also cough. Then I can step forward towards my kingdom of creativity, which is one of the best places to be in. But first, allow yourself to be a queen. Allow yourself to be a king. Find your own resistance to this offer. Pass it. And meet me in the next video.